why were your parents having an auction for their kids? So my parents are retired, so they have to move into a smaller home and get rid of a lot of their belongings that they don't need anymore. And instead of having a public auction and selling them to the public, they'll have an auction just for their children to attend to, and grandkids usually, just for the family, immediate family. That way the stuff can stay in the family. And you know, some of these things may have more sentimental value to some of the kids than others. So it's a way for my parents to make a little bit of money from selling their things. There's also a way for the things to remain in the family. But since I'm being shunned, I wasn't able to go and participate in that auction. That's why I'm really thankful and grateful that my mom let me pick something out. I picked out that setting hen, or a hen and basket. I got over 8,000 comments on that video in a couple days from Facebook and TikTok. And a lot of people said they used it as a butter jar to keep their keys in, bobby pins, candy. Some people used it for soap in the bathroom. Other people actually used it for soup bowls, and they would serve soup in it. And there was a few comments asking why my parents had to have an auction to get rid of some of their things. And I couldn't find that comment. I mean, I looked. I don't know where it went. There's way too many comments to go look through. I couldn't even answer them all. So thank you all for commenting. And it seems like I unlocked a lot of memories. And it wasn't just Amish people that had those hens. So it was kind of cool to see. But yes, the reason they were having an auction was they're moving into a much smaller house. They're downsizing and keeping it within the family. God bless you all. Stay safe. Why didn't your parents give their stuff to the kids and grandkids without charging them? Because in an Amish community, if you retire, you don't get to collect Social Security. You don't get to collect any kind of retirement benefits. So in that situation, if they were to run out of money, their children would be the ones that would have to support them and, you know, keep them going once they're, once they have no money. So this is a way for their kids to support them while also getting the things that they need. And say there's something that has sentimental value to somebody. Say, just for example, like a serving dish. And a couple of my sisters really want this serving dish, and it's valued at, say, $10. But, you know, they ran it up to $50 just so they can get this serving dish. The sister that didn't get it can't be upset because she can go out and buy the same dish for 10 or 20 bucks. So, you know, the person that went and spent more money, you know, they're the ones that got it. But then again, I had a comment on Facebook saying that this could create some tension between families. I've never seen it create tension. Actually, when I was a kid, I was 14, I was working at my first job. My boss at the time, his parents had died, and they had an auction to divide all the things. I remember he paid $150 for a pellet gun that was valued at like 30 bucks because it was the same one he used when he was a kid. And him and a couple of his brothers really ran the price up. But he was proud to have spent that money, you know, just to get something of sentimental value. So that is why they do it. It's a way to kind of be fair about dividing things up in a sense. Because like I said, even if somebody has more money and is willing to spend more, the other person can go out and get a similar item for a lot cheaper. So there's really no hurt feelings. God bless you all. Stay safe.